Bonjour, good morning. How are
Good
you?
morning. Good. How are you?
Good. I was all nervous when the internet didn't want to work because I'm like, oh my God, she already started prepping. Like,
Oh my gosh. Oh
how
my
are
gosh.
you today? It's
I'm good. How are
Friday.
you? Can
I'm
you hear
good.
me good?
I can hear you really good. You look good. It's
Awesome.
clear.
Thank you.
How
Thank
are you
you.
doing
Thank you.
today?
I'm good. I'm really nervous if I can be completely honest. Y'all, I'm talking to Wanda, y'all. Like this is crazy. This is
This is
crazy.
family. This is family, girl. We're here. We just hang out. We have a good time. In the next 5 minutes, you're gonna forget you're even talking into a camera. It becomes so natural. It's like you're just talking to your people.
Okay, just talking about, 56 people. It's okay. It's okay. It's normal.
So,
How are
guys,
you?
I'm good. It's Friday. This was a great week. I've been back, managing work with
I
anxiety,
see.
with
Yeah,
things,
this week.
it's this. So I'm good. It's been a really good week. It's been the news have been a little bit more positive in certain areas. So just trying to focus on the good things and keeping with the letting go what you can handle things. So yeah, so I'm
Yeah,
excited to
that's
see
awesome.
food today with you.
I'm excited to make this dish again. I'm really excited
Well,
to.
don't tell anybody yet. So for anyone
Okay,
that's tuning in right now, like I said, we are cooking with Manou. I want to tell you guys a little bit about her before we get in. So Manoucheka Vincent was born in Haiti, came to Florida at a very young age. Known as Manou to friends and family, she is the oldest of five children. She's currently a senior student at FIU studying communications.
go
Manu has
Panthers.
always I have a lot of FIU friends, so shout out to you
Yes.
guys. Manu has always struggled with her weight, and after being diagnosed with lumbar scoliosis, she strived to live a healthier life. While researching to see which diet fits her best, she chose the vegetarian lifestyle after watching a documentary on the process and preparation of meat in America. Manu has lost 40 pounds by cutting out meat and exercising 9 months ago. And 9 months ago, she transitioned to a more plant-based diet, which I can't wait to hear about, removing dairy, eggs, and honey. Whew. This change removed another 20 pounds. And since then, she's continued her research and grown in her understanding of plant-based life. Wow,
Yes.
congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Before we even get into like some of the questions I have you start cooking, I just want to tell you a little bit. I just want you to tell us a little bit since you're so new into this journey, and I'm reading here that it was because you were diagnosed with lumbar scoliosis. What what about this helped you? What about being vegan is helping you with lumbar scoliosis, and what is it?
Well, when I was diagnosed at 24, I was about 215 pounds. So when I cut out meat, pretty much the doctor was just saying, your back um, can't support your weight at this moment. Like you're too heavy. And I was like, oh,
Hmm.
oh, okay. So I just went vegetarian, and then after losing the weight and then of course exercising, I had no pain. I having lumbar scoliosis was really hard for me. Like I was unable to stand or walk for more than an hour. I was unable to sit for more than an hour. So I work at an office, so I'm sitting down for 8 hours. So can
Hmm.
you just imagine have to sit down for 1 hour and then have to get up for another hour?
Yeah.
So it was very painful, and I couldn't understand why. So when I was diagnosed, and the doctor told me, hey, you need to drop this weight, and I was just like, oh, okay. So I lost the
Mm.
weight, and then I no longer have pain, like at all, being
Wow.
transitioning, just dropping the weight and then exercising. I have no more pain. So to God be all the glory. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah.
Amen. Okay, so what are we cooking today? I'm not cooking with her, guys. I'm watching and we're chatting while she cooks. So,
I
what are we
legit
making
thought you
today?
were gonna cook with me though. That
No,
that would
I
have
was
been
like,
fun.
no, I'm gonna let you do your thing, and we're just gonna chat. Because I'm like, I asked Jen, I was like, would I have to go get vegan stuff? I'm like, nope, I'm gonna let her do it.
It probably would have taken a little bit longer, but we're making spaghetti. Okay, so like she said, I was born in Haiti, but I came here when I was like 1 years old. So Creole mo li lou, Creole li lou en pile. So excuse them for pour tout haïtien yo sak pale Creole. Sorry. So we're making Haitian spaghetti. This is a traditional. Every Haitian knows that spaghetti is considered breakfast to us. So we're making
I eat
it
that for breakfast, lunch,
breakfast,
and
lunch,
dinner.
dinner. Well,
Anytime.
outside of our culture, people think that it's supposed to be only eaten during for lunch and dinner, but
Yeah.
no, Haitians, it's for breakfast. But yes, we're gonna make it vegan. I think what a lot of Caribbean people need to understand is that you can easily make your dish vegan. Like this dish right here, the only difference that with my dish compared to those that are meatless, that
Mhm.
that has meat, is the sausage or the hot dogs that you guys use, and Maggi. I don't use Maggi, but everything else is the same thing that you guys use, and it tastes the exact same. It's just I'm just using a fake sausage. It tastes good, but it's not real meat. So
Well, let's
right
talk
now,
about that. What does that even
yes,
mean? So
fake
as you
meat.
start prepping, so as you're prepping,
Let
this is
me
what I
put
want you
this
to
egg
kind of
piece in
explain.
this oil
Okay.
while we
She said she doesn't use Maggi. She said she
yeah.
uses everything but Maggi.
Yeah, but
My
Maggi,
thing,
and then of course, the meat, of course.
my thing is when people say vegan, the first thing you think about is no meat. And the first thing you just said was you're using fake meat. So I want you to
Yeah.
talk about that a little bit because I'm like, wait a minute, what is fake meat? And also, can we see like is it possible to see what you have, like what you're using there?
Yes, I will.
Yeah,
I will show you actually. So the fake meat that I'm using is called tofurkey. Let me lift it up right here.
to-
Uh,
tofu turkey. Okay,
yep.
tofu.
Tofu.
Okay,
So it's literally just like soy. Um, what is it? Soy. It's just a whole bunch of crap, to be honest with you. I don't usually eat this. No, I'm being honest. Like, I don't usually eat this. The only time when I want to eat like a meat replacer is if I'm like craving some type of meat. But
hmm,
don't try to eat this all the time. Don't try to, you know what I'm saying? Because if you look at the back of the ingredients, it's horrible. But sometimes you crave a little meat. But all it is just flour, soy, salt. Like it's a whole bunch of stuff, vegetables and crap put together and and turned into sausage. I'm gonna show you guys here how it
wow.
looks. I already cooked the sausage. Like, look, this is
So
how it
that's
looks.
the tofu turkey.
Yeah, it looks. Look,
It kind of looks like meat though.
I know I'm hungry right now. Okay, um, so yeah, I mean, it doesn't like if you're a real meat eater, you would know the
Yeah,
difference.
I was gonna tell you explain that because I knew I was gonna get this question. Somebody said, "How are you saying it's horrible and you're using it?" I think I understand what you're saying in the sense of like it's not you don't like it, you're not. But if you're craving meat and you want the idea of meat, it's just a bunch of stuff put together to make meat as
Make
a
it,
replacement
yeah,
for meat. But
yes.
are you saying the stuff in it is not healthy? When you say horrible, what do you mean by horrible?
You know how research says that too much soy is no good. This right here has soy in it. So what I'm
Okay.
saying is that don't eat too much of it because it has the soy, the soy that causes cancer, you guys. So research says that too much of soy will cause some type of breast cancer, whatever the case may be. What I'm saying is that some of these um meat replacers, they have a lot of soy in them, so I would say stay away from them. You hear other restaurants, they have Beyond Meat,
Hmm.
Beyond, so it's like why would you eat these type of things if they causes cancer? The reason why I'm using is because it tastes like sausage, so it's like, man, I don't mind adding it today. Too much of it is just bad. So
So it's like
I
a little, it's like your vegan's version of cheating a little bit, I guess.
You could say that. You could say that. You can say that. I mean, people say too much of anything is bad. So what I'm saying, too much of, meat replacers is bad. So
Hmm.
don't be afraid, you guys.
I'm like, I'm gonna try to
So
read some of the stuff to you. So we have the
yes.
tofu turkey that you're using that as what we would normally use as our hot dog, Italian sausage, spicy sausage. I'm naming all the things I normally like to add. So,
If you look
and
at your sausages and your hot dogs, most of them do have soy in them. So too much of meat is bad. So what I'm
yeah,
saying is that just don't eat too much of this stuff because America do not know how to make the good stuff for us. If I can be honest with you, as far as meat.
Yeah. Let's talk about seasoning because Rachel's just asked that question. That's where I was going next. Haitians, you know we love our seasoning.
Yeah.
For manger again good. And one of the known things I always hear about vegan food is it's bland, it doesn't taste good. It's just it's like you're struggling. I've never heard of vegan food just tasting good. So
Oh
what
my
do you do with the
gosh.
seasoning? So what are you doing now? Is it just tofu and boiled spaghetti or
Oh my God. Y'all really need to, man, y'all need to get out. Listen, y'all need to get out more. Listen, I'm Haitian, right? And I grew up in a Haitian home, so the most important ingredient that my mom always told me was épice. You know, and I'm not saying that that's the only thing that I use, but épice is the main traditional dish that I use for my food. So there is épice in there. You know, before I became vegan, I used to add Maggi a lot, and then I realized that even Maggi has GMO, just too much stuff, just SMG or something like that. Maggi is not all that good for you.
Hold on, man. People say point the camera to the dish. Are you able to put it on the dish?
Yeah. Let me hold on. Let me.
Yeah, because I want to see what's happening with this tofu.
Yeah,
What is it?
yeah.
Tofu turkey.
Tofu turkey. Yeah. I want to bring this.
Have y'all tried Vegan Junkies Burgers located in Miami? Vegan burgers.
It's amazing. I think that's one of my friends who said that. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I've
have a
tried it
lot to
before.
learn. So is that fake meat too?
No, that's not fake meat. This is just bell peppers. I just put the
Oh
bell
no, not what
peppers.
you were saying, not what you're showing. I was talking about the burgers.
Oh yeah, they have that. Their stuff is fake meat as well. It has I'm not exactly sure how they make their meat, but I'm pretty sure it's beyond meat. I think being vegan, the most maybe irritating thing is really just looking at the ingredients and everything that you purchase. Like you really have to you gotta look back, like what's in here? You know, what's in the back of the, what am I eating really? So anything that you eat, whether it's meat or vegetables or whatever, or not vegetables, but just like frozen food. You think you eating frozen fruit or whatever, or vegetable. It's not even that. It's a whole bunch of crap in it. So that's why I said, be careful what you're eating. It's not really meant about being vegan, but just paying attention of what you're eating, because what America is making us do, they're forcing us to eat whatever they want us to eat. So being vegan was a choice for me to live my life longer. I just wanted to live longer, and I think this is the best route. I mean, what America's doing is cloning their meat. That's what they're doing. We're eating them, but clone chicken, clone turkey, all that good stuff. I mean, I'm not going against anyone who eat meat, because my husband actually eats meat. So.
Oh, I gotta ask you about that. What is that like living in a house? But we'll get there in a minute. So what are you substituting for épice? So what's in there? What seasoning? Because it looks good, but what did you use for seasoning? Since you're not using Maggi, so what's in there to give it flavor?
It's the simple salt and pepper. Now, if you like, that's not enough for me. Some people, they want to use complete seasoning, or this right here. This one right here. Y'all Haitian. Y'all so hate.
Oh,
You're
the
not
Goya
a true
thing?
Haitian if you
I
don't
got
have
that.
this. You know what I'm saying?
That.
So
I have the different colors. I got it.
Girl, yes. You know what I'm talking about. So you can find seasoning aside from, the parsley, the onions, the green onions to put in your épice. I mean, you can add other stuff into it so it can still remind you of that Maggi taste. So, yeah. I hope.
Okay,
Let
so
me see
what
if
we
I
have
any
is
more.
vegetables, tomatoes, and
We have bell peppers, tomatoes, onions, a lot of onions. I love me some onions, and we're just frying this up. Really, that's what we're doing. The sausage is good, and once everything is cooked, you're gonna go ahead and just add your seasoning, add your pat tomate, your thyme.
So you can still use use tomato paste pasta. You can still use that. Okay, I've read stuff to where people are like, I can't be vegan Haitian because I use pat tomate. You can't use the Maggi I've heard for sure. So I thought that was out too.
there's vegan pat tomate. I mean, I don't know any. I've never even heard of a pat tomate having dairy products in it, anyways. But you know, like I said, the key thing is about looking at the ingredients. That's the main thing,
But
is
what are
looking
the
at the
key things
ingredients.
we're looking for? So if I want to be vegan, what are the key things I need to stay away from?
Dairy, like it'll say dairy. I'm adding the seasoning now. I hope I'm so what I'm gonna do is just show it and then dump it in there if y'all don't mind.
What is
Um
that? Garlic?
that's garlic. I just added
Okay.
some salt. The funny thing is about being Haitian, we are not afraid to season our food. So I just be dumping in there. So I add basil only because of the smell. The smell, whew, basil smells so good. This is not traditional, but I like to add it because it smells so good. But the thing is, when you're looking at your ingredients, you want to stay away from dairy, um, honey, because some stuff have honey in there, and
Mhm.
honey is, we don't eat honey either because honey comes from bees, and people are like, well, it's not an animal, but America forced force honey from these animals or insects, so that's why we're not for it. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty much it. And then you add your paprika. So
I mean, aside from
this is
not
the tomato
using
paste. I just added
Maggi,
water. I just added water.
so wait, that's tomato paste with water?
Water, yeah, because I ain't had no time to reach over for the water and then just dump it in there. So
So one of the other key things that you always hear about being vegan is how expensive it is.
mm,
So, okay, there go the what is it? Tofu turkey?
tofu. Yeah,
Tofu turkey?
yeah, tofu turkey.
If you
Tofu
didn't tell me
turkey.
that's what it was, I would have just thought you just burnt the sausage.
Girl, it'd be like that. It'd be like that sometimes. I
So
need some more water, actually.
let's talk about how expensive this stuff is, because that's another thing about being vegan. People are like it's too expensive.
Yeah.
So on the
Um.
app, how has it changed for you when buying groceries? How much?
So
Yeah.
so living with my husband. Thank God my husband don't eat that much because he just doesn't. He can eat twice a day and he'll be good for the day. So I don't have to spend that much. But if you living with someone that eat a lot, then you could possibly be spending a little bit more money than you should. But just being, plant based, believe it or not, there's so many ingredients. There's so many food out there that you can afford. Like, people talk about our protein, that we miss our protein. You could buy
Right.
a pack of
Yep.
beans. Was like 88 cents. You could buy some rice, buy your rice from Walmart, $25. I forgot the main beauty that I used to see and buy. It's the lady with the mushu on her head.
Madam Googles?
Madam Googles. You can get your pack of rice and call it a day, y'all. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to spend too much money. Like, you get your beans, you get your rice, you get your vegetables. Vegetables could be expensive depending on where you go. Like, if you go to
Yeah.
Whole Foods, people feel like going to Whole Foods is where you need to go to start being vegan. That's
Man,
a
let me tell
lie,
you, that's what I thought.
girl.
I couldn't, man, I used to floss my little Whole Foods bag at work. I couldn't wait to go there for lunch to show, just to have the bag to act like I was, being healthy. So I would
Yeah,
go there and buy all this stuff and then have the bag on my desk like, yep,
girl.
I'm
I
eating
listen.
healthy. Then I found out Whole Food is with just is not where it's at.
It's not where it's at, especially if you're starting to be vegan. I don't know if you guys do you guys want me to stay right here or bring, is this good? Because I'm about
No,
to add the
we're
pasta.
good. We can
All
see
right.
if you need to move it to add the pasta. Go ahead. But while you do that, I wanted to read, like, we have Plant Haitian in here as well, another Haitian vegan, and she said Trader
Yeah.
Joe's has amazing vegan options as well. So
Yeah,
that's
you
good
can
to
go
know.
to, yeah, so I would say if you're trying to, be more plant-based, stay away from Whole Foods. Go to Walmart, go to all these Trader Joe's I ain't gonna lie, Trader Joe's is a little expensive, but it's not as expensive as Whole Foods. So
Hmm.
if Whole Foods is too expensive, you can go down to Trader Joe's. But if Trader Joe's is too expensive, you go to Walmart. And if Walmart is not cutting it, go to Aldi's. So it has levels to this, you guys. It has
Okay.
level to this. So yeah, you don't have to start off, going to going to Whole Foods to get your vegan food when you can get your vegan food at wherever, or plant-based vegetables,
That
your
that's always been a thing
vegetables and
for me
everything
too,
else.
because a lot of vegan people, like when they start talking, they're like, "Well, I have to go to the farmers market on Saturday, and the I'm like, I ain't got time to be
Farmers
looking
market.
for
Is that it?
farmers markets
That's
and doing
it.
all this other stuff because I'm trying to be vegan. I need it to be simpler, please."
Ça c'est
So
moun sa gen l'argent, they go to Trader, they go to them other places. I don't have that. I don't have it. I'm feeding not just me, I'm feeding me and my husband. Oh no, no, no. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. So I just added the pasta.
I
Which
never thought I'd hear the word Walmart and vegan because I thought that was a place to stay away from.
Listen, I got this. I got this from the tofurkey from Walmart, believe it or not. Walmart has it. They have it. They just being a little cheap about it. They stingy about it. So, with
But
Walmart
they
you
have a
gotta
few
look
items
for
in
it.
there.
Right. You have to look for, going at Walmart. But if you go anywhere else, you'll find it.
Yeah.
You'll find it.
So for the
Well,
proteins, what are some of the things you do to get your protein, especially since you say like even the fake meat you're not really doing too much of. So what do you do for protein?
all right. So if it's just now, let me look, since we're talking about protein, let's look at the ingredients. The protein in the sausage. The
Right.
sausage has 24 grams of protein. Honestly, that's amazing. That's really good. The only thing about, my is like, about it, iffy about it, is the fact that it has soy in it. Like I
Mm.
said, too much soy is bad for you, but the
Yeah.
protein in this sausage is actually pretty good. With the pasta, most of the times I don't use regular pasta. Some of the haters like, what's regular pasta?
Yeah,
What the
well,
heck?
yeah. I was like, hold on now. You don't
All right,
wait.
so you guys, let me show you guys what y'all use. Y'all familiar with this?
Don't come for
Yeah,
us. Don't come for
y'all
us.
familiar with this?
Yes,
Listen,
we
I
are.
make this for my husband. There's nothing wrong with this, okay? Now, the difference between this and what I use is this right here. This right
What
here
is
has
that? Is that the
protein.
same brand?
It's the same. You
Do
catching
they
it?
put them on the same aisle?
They do, but guess what? They put this on top and they put this way
I've
on
never
the
seen
bottom.
that yellow box.
They put this way on the bottom so you won't see it. This has protein in it. And guess what? It tastes the exact same as just regular
Wait, is it that wheat kind? Is it the one that tastes all
No,
weedy? Is
girl,
that
let me
it?
tell you. Bumdu, Wanda. Listen,
Cause listen,
whoever
that weedy pasta, I don't like it. I don't. Mm-mm.
listen, I come in agreement with you, sis. Like the wheat, the wheat, it crumbles in your mouth. Why would anyone eat that type of spaghetti? But
But you know what?
there might
That
be people
yellow
that do eat
box.
it. I'm just
I'm
saying.
not gonna lie to you. That when I see that yellow box, I think the first thing my mind would have told me is that's that wheat business. I'm not even reading it.
I agree with you because it has the whole. I understand, but it doesn't taste like wheat. It doesn't wheat spaghetti.
Hmm.
It literally breaks in your mouth like it's like soup. I don't like that. If I'm
Yeah.
gonna make spaghetti, if I'm gonna make my traditional, Haitian food, I need to be reminded that I'm on an island of Port-au-Prince at the beach. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
when I found these, I was so excited. When I tasted
Wow.
these, it tasted the exact same thing as y'all eating this. I mean that this is not it, but I'm saying the brand.
But
They're
what's
they're,
the
they're
difference now? That one just has proteins and the blue
it has
box doesn't?
protein. Let me look at the angle. Where is it?
And I need that protein now.
Listen, let me show you protein. Let me show you the difference between this one and this one. This one right here, like the regular one, they usually have about 5, 4, 6 protein. This right here is 10. I mean, it's not that
Mm.
much, but it's better. You know what I'm saying? Especially for those
Yeah.
who don't eat meat. I mean, everyone talks about, oh, if you're not gonna eat meat, where's your protein? What are you
Mhm.
doing? Like what
Right.
are you getting for your protein? So I try to do things like this. Like, if I am gonna get the sausage, if I'm gonna find a meat replacer, let me find something that has high protein. If I'm gonna do spaghetti, let me find something that has high protein. So
Yeah.
my vegetables, I mean, it's
Wow.
not like the vegetables are already in there. I already have, more protein in this. This is literally a dish of protein, y'all. Legit. Like that
That's
that's
true.
what it is. That's what it is.
That's
Because
true.
I'm just more focused on, getting the protein that I need. So y'all, it's finished. We done. We fini la. We are done.
I'm good with everything going on there except for the tofu teki. The tofu teki is the only thing I'm having a little issue with. But
Listen, you gotta
everything else
try it.
going on,
You honestly, you have to try it to, to have your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, because
yeah,
I have friends who've tried being vegan. Yeah, I'm making this plate for me because got it. I'm pas manger depuis matin. I I've had friends who've tried vegan and it just wasn't for them. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And then, but something changed in them to eat a lot healthier. So it being vegan made them very cautious of what they're eating. So
yeah.
yeah, I would say if you're planning to go vegan or just planning to cut out meat, I'm not forcing anyone. I'm not here to force anyone to go vegan. I just want people to be more educated about the food that we eat and
Yeah,
just watch out. Just watch what
yeah,
you eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would personally say just because of where America is going at right now, do you not see what is going on right now? To be careful of what we're placing in our mouth. So I would say slowly cut it out. Slowly.
yeah.
If you have to be vegan for once a week, once a month, you'll feel and you'll see the difference. I would challenge someone to go 30-day vegan. 30
How
days
did
completely vegan and see what happens.
how did you start? Like, what was your transitioning process like? Like,
Um, After watching a video, I was extremely naive.
hmm
I watched a video of how the meat was processed. They were using meat, animals that had cancer, putting it into bags, and I was just like, oh, that's my experience. And I was just
yeah,
like, not only is it right that we killing these animals, I mean that's not right, but we're taking sick animals and we're feeding it to humans. That's all I needed to transition. I didn't even like slowly cut off. Like some people, they slowly cut off. For
yeah.
me, I went cold turkey, Wanda. I went
Wow.
completely cold turkey for a month. And then my birthday came around and everybody was like, just eat a little piece of chicken. I ate a piece of
Yeah.
chicken and I was eating meat for another 2 months. And then I just woke up one morning, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. So
But
that was
was that
it for
not
me.
wasn't that a shock to your body though to just cut like that?
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
extreme, right?
Yeah. When I
Yeah.
went when I went meatless for a month and then my birthday came around that year, I got sick. I'm not gonna lie, I did get sick.
Yeah.
We ate chicken, like barbecue chicken. I think it was like spicy chicken from like Publix or whatever. I did get sick. If I can be completely honest, I did.
Yeah.
You know, things were just like coming out like water. So, I was very much aware that my body was done with meat, and that was it for me. That was it for
Yeah.
me. So, like I said, if you're planning to go meatless or whatever the case may be for 30, 20 days, even 7 days, if you're going to go back to eating meat, don't be trying to eat a burger. It started with some chicken noodle soup or something, and
Yeah.
then you can go back to eating meat. But I would say try it for 20. Beyonce, she did it for 22 days. I'm
Yeah.
challenging y'all to do 30 days and see
Yeah.
the difference. Like you feel the difference.
I did the I tried there was a time when I was trying because I'm anemic, so I was like chronic anemic, so I thought, all right,
Ooh,
let me get into this. So I stopped with the meat and I
yeah.
didn't go completely vegan. I stopped with just meat. And I remember like I did feel better, like I was sleeping better, I was feeling better. But then I started getting sick. And then I went to my doctor and she was like, no, you need to get back to meat and you need to get back to meat right now because I need to eat steak. Like I didn't
Iron.
eat chicken and stuff, but she was like, you need steak, you need this, you can't go meatless because you're iron this and that, or
Yeah,
you
I
need
was
to do
gonna
this and this
say.
and that. So I started researching like all this other stuff that I needed to do because I didn't want to go back to steak. And it was so much. I was like, oh yeah, this is a whole nother job. So I haven't been back, but I've been thinking about it, especially because of my anemia. So I'm like, and people have said I'm hearing people say that now, like don't listen to the doctors like telling you have to eat the meat. They told me I had to. She was like, you need to go back to meat, and you need to go back to meat now. And I was like, I don't really want to. But I did because it was so much work if I was going to try to do this. So, like hearing you say you went just cold turkey and stayed is like, wow.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, like you were you had what was it? You were anemic, is that what it is?
Yeah,
When you cut off meat, your iron does get low. So which is
yeah,
why you have to find a replacement for it. So people or doctors, they say you could take an iron pill, but the natural way is just to eat more greens, more
yeah.
spinach, more, anything that has a lot of, packed with iron. So yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of
It's
work. I'm not gonna lie,
it
but
is.
I'm
It is.
slowly.
I
My
would say
goal is to
research.
slowly transition back into that and just kind of like take the time to do it. So, for people that's just coming in, we are cooking Haitian vegan spaghetti. If you missed it, sorry. But
Yeah,
Manu, you want to show
we're
them the
done.
plate because we want to go over the plate again. We didn't get to see it. You didn't like
Sorry. Let me bring it down.
dark
Hold on. Let
leafy
me bring it
greens.
down for you guys. Yeah.
So same everything except for the meat, and
Mhm.
use a different pasta.
Right. So this right here, for those that missed it, you were late because y'all from the islands. This is the tofurkey. It's the meat replacer. Here you go, y'all.
And
I'm
that's
finna
all
chow this
with
down.
all your protein.
That's all the protein that you
So
need. 25 grams, 10 grams. No, this is nothing
I
but
have two
a
questions.
bowl
I'm
of
like I'm trying
protein.
to remember to ask you. One, okay? So that's tofu turkey. Do they have other meats that's
They
what's
have
the?
ground.
I saw people asking, do they have grill? I mean, of course, no and stuff like. But is there other types of meat in this tofu
They
thing, or is it just one
they
kind?
have listen, this is 2020, so these every person that's, these creators are getting really clever. So there's actually vegan hot dog, like actual hot dog. There's vegan salami, there's vegan, what is it? Vegan bologna, like there's vegan turkey, like it's out there. There's vegan
Yeah,
ground beef or just ground. Beyond Meat is very popular for that. Like Beyond Meat has that ground beef for anyone who wants that ground beef, ground turkey type of feel. Beyond Meat has that. I think was it Guardian
hmm
has
yeah.
that too.
For anyone that's just coming in, she did explain the tofu is being a meat replacement and the fermented soy. We went through that already. She already explained how she's
Yeah,
not
I
a
already
fan
explained.
of it, and this is
Yeah,
why
I'm
she
not.
did
I'm
it
not
for
really
this
a fan
dish.
of these things, but
Yeah,
if we're all humans. If you crave meat, just try, just eat it one time or whatever. Don't become a vegan, an unhealthy vegan, because there are vegans that are very unhealthy and they're just eating chips. They're just eating, meat replacers. It's different from eating a meat replacer in a bag versus you actually making it at home, because you can make
wow.
bacon with carrots now. You can make, you know what I'm saying? Like you can make these things without, getting it from a bag. I would say if you want a meat replacer, there's YouTube, there's Google. You can Google these things and learn how to make it yourself instead of getting it from a bag. So
So
I
what
already
is the
spoke about the
difference
whole soy.
between, yeah, I was like, they must have missed the soy argument. What is the difference between being vegan and plant-based? Because you said you started vegan and now you're transitioning into plant-based.
Yeah, so I am vegan, but the proper way, or because I don't want to offend the real vegans out there, is plant-based. So
Mm-hmm.
like I said, I'm married and my husband, he's a meat eater. He's a full-blown Haitian meat eater. So which
Mm-mm.
means that I'm the one that's cooking, right? So I'm touching the meat. Vegans, they're not about touching meat. They're not about wearing meat. They're not about, sniffing meat. Like they're completely out of like meat well, they don't want meat to cross them.
Yeah.
Those are the strict, hardcore, about that life vegan. And the reason why I'm not about that life is because, not only do I have to cook for my family, I have to cook, for church events, like I have to touch this meat. I have to touch it. So because I'm at times touching meat, I am more the proper way is considered plant-based. But
Hmm.
there are meat eaters that are plant-based. It's just a little bit of meat, but more vegetables. But I'm plant-based, no meat. It's a lot. You got,
Oh, I'm
it's a
like,
lot.
what?
It's
I
a
I
lot.
heard every time I hear plant based, I thought that mean like cutting out everything and only eating vegetables and green things, things that's
There
green.
are people who still eat, some type of meat, but their
Yeah,
lifestyle is mostly vegetables. Like they'll only eat meat once, once a month, once every 4 months, once every, you know what I'm saying? Those are,
yeah,
there's different there's levels to this, I guess. But
yeah.
I mean, if I didn't have to touch touch meat, then I would be considered vegan. Someone said you can use mushrooms. You can use mushrooms for meat replacers, cauliflower, which I do have a video coming up for fried cauliflower. Listen, fried cauliflower, it's bomb. Okay, so if y'all
Cauliflower
want
is
that,
really good.
fried
Yeah,
cauliflower is the best. I'm gonna be posting a video that today, so y'all need to check that out. Mushrooms, of course, you can
yeah.
cut
How
mushrooms, saute that. I'm allergic to mushrooms. I can't eat it. I'ma die.
yeah.
Die, die.
How do
Die,
you
die.
cook? How are you cooking Haitian food and stuff for your husband? And your how is it not tempting you? Like how
Um,
you doing that?
it's been, I think I've grown for me, it's just like there's a, now I can't, I'm gonna be honest, the smell of fried chicken, I still like the smell of fried chicken. It smells good to me. I don't know, like if I smell chicken, I'm like, oh, that smells nice, but that the other meats, but I'm not I think it's just self-control. I've been meatless for a while, so cooking this, cooking meat for my husband is no big deal. But
Yeah.
he's the taste tester of all of this. So if he ain't here to taste the food, I'm like, I don't want to cook it. I don't want to cook
Yeah.
it. And then sometimes I have to cook with my eyes, closed to season the food. Got to be really careful when you vegan and you trying to cook for everybody, because you might end up throwing a whole cup of salt in their food. I make oxtail
Wow.
so much. I think a plant based just said
Cause you,
they miss oxtail. Yeah, so
yeah.
that meat
I was
food
gonna
like
ask you
meat, it
how
still
do
smells
you
good.
so
Barbecue ribs still smells good to me. That thing, woo! I wouldn't eat it though. Hey husband, there's my husband right there.
husband, you need to get on board. I don't think this was a good time for you to come in here, sir, because you have our good sis still making meat and cooking meat and being
Babe, tell
tempted.
them how good. Tell them how good I make your food. Tell them, let them know. They think because I'm vegan, I don't know how to cook. But
Husband came in here, the vegan people about to get him about why he's not on board yet. But how do
look,
you
he
have
right.
right now he wants to be out? How do you I'm gonna ask you this question that Plant Haitian just asked, but I also want to ask you, how do you deal with being out, like being at, especially being Haitian at Haitian parties, Haitian functions, Haitian events, and not just Haitian, but we normally are not gonna have any vegan stuff there, and not having vegan options while you're out.
So my circle, everyone knows that I'm vegan. So everyone knows, or they try, like my friends and family, they do try their best to make these food for me, or just have like some, oh, we got fries for you. Okay, I can
Yeah.
eat that. Like they really do try. They do they try. As far as
Yeah.
going to restaurants, if I'm going out somewhere, don't we miss going out? If I'm going out somewhere, I would love to know where I'm going, because that way I can just look at the list of food, that they have. I mean,
Yeah.
every vegan or vegan vegetarian person knows that you will be safe with a salad and fries, but that could be boring sometimes. So vegan has grown so much within 2020. Like there are restaurants opening all over
Yeah.
the place to accommodate us. So I think restaurants that are own used to be only about me, now they're having beyond me. Now they're having all this all this type of food to accommodate us. So I do my best to first usually just eat before I'm going out somewhere. So it's like, oh girl, I'm sorry, we don't have anything. Oh, that's
Yeah.
fine. I'm let me drink my wine here. I'm good. I ate already. You know what I'm saying? So, or if I'm going to a restaurant, like I would want to know what I'm eating. Someone said you can sauce pois. Like sauce pois could be made vegan. Mayonnaise can made be vegan.
Yeah.
Pickles can
Vegan
make
food
vegan. I
tie.
know y'all be wanting to use that Maggi and that pickles. Stay away. I mean, yeah, stay away from that from the Maggis. But yeah, like there's so many things you can make into being plant based. Your food, Haitian dish, plant-based bouillon. Listen, bouillon can be made vegan. Yeah, soup jumeau made vegan. I made it this year.
I
Awesome.
had a friend that did that one year. Yeah.
Listen, it legging. Come on. I want that. Legging can be made vegan. Y'all be scared. We're as a Caribbean woman, we're so scared. Like our island people are so scared. Like when we hear vegan, when we hear oh va manger viande, like we
Right.
almost get offended. And it's not about being offended. It's about your health. It's about like, will you die if you eat meat? No, you won't die. You probably will survive longer. So we're not here to bash anyone that eat meat. All we're saying is that because we're in this time where it doesn't look like it's getting any better, slowly cut off.
Yeah.
That's what we're here. So thank you. Bouillon, yes, bouillon recipe, please.
Yeah, we're gonna
We
need
gonna
that,
we gonna
sis.
get that. We gonna get that
Bled
together. We gonna
Haitian,
get
just
that
Manou,
together.
you guys make that happen for us.
Yes,
Oh,
I'm down. I'm down. I'm down.
so
I'm
I
down.
want you to talk a little bit because when we started out, we did mention that one of the reasons why you went vegan was also to lose weight, and you've lost so much weight since.
Oh
So
yeah,
talk a
yeah.
little bit about what that was like and how it's affected your life because of course a lot of people a lot of people think okay let me go vegan so I can lose weight, but I'm sure it's not just like all right just going vegan. So what was your process?
I think what everyone knows that losing weight is what 20% exercise, 80% food. It had
Hmm.
to For me it had to start with food because I'm telling you, late at night I'll wake up eating addiction to food. So I had to start off with food. We see it, we want to eat it. You know what I'm saying? So I think for me was the eating, like trying to find control in my eating. So I started counting my calories. For one day I would check, okay, let me just eat normally and see how much calories I'm eating. I was eating like almost like over 2,000 calories is too much for a woman. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, if you want to eat that much, hey, that's up to you. But for me, it was just too much. So I started off calorie counting. And then when I found the control for eating, I did the calorie counting. And then I started exercising because, remember, I came from being 215 pounds, 218 pounds. Well, you're going to lose the weight a lot quicker within what, a month or two. Your body's just going to, it's bought, water weight or whatever. But, you're going to drop the weight really quickly. But
Yeah.
60, 70 pounds, that you start getting a little skin. And if you don't work out, I personally didn't want to look like a slob or, like I just wanted to take care of myself. Like if I'm going to lose this weight, I want to look good. I want to feel good. If I want to wear,
Yeah.
some jeans, I don't want my stomach to be all, some people are okay with that. And hey, big ups to you. Love your body. For me personally, I was just like, I can't, if I'm going to lose the weight, then I want to feel good and look good in what I'm doing. So not
Yeah.
only did I do the controlling of eating, I exercise. Like exercise, y'all. Like y'all can eat healthy, but also add the exercise to it. I start off with once a week. Next week, start off with 2 weeks. Three times a week is the ideal. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that was it for me. Like I just ate really healthy, found the controlling of eating, and then I exercised after that.
Nice. Okay, okay. I learned a lot today. Listening to you, I'm like, and I'm reading the comments. I see everyone's comment. Everyone's like, yes, you can do it. Lady Steph Lori, for sure. I've been reading all of your stuff. Hermione detoxing too. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people having to do that. I
I would
wanted,
say do that too
yeah, I heard that's
first.
like one of the first things you have to do is like do the
You should do
detoxing and
that.
do the juicing thing for,
I
yeah,
That's what I did. I started off juicing as well. I would say
yeah,
do like a 7 day cleanse of just juicing. And if you get a little hungry, make a really healthy salad, loaded salad. If you can try no dressing, but if you need dressing, vinegar, oil, add your dressing, and that would be it. But I would definitely do detoxing first because what you're
yeah,
about to put your body through,
yeah.
you might not want to, shock it too much. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I think a lot of times that's the fear too, because it just seems like a lot of work. Shopping is a lot
Pascal
of
said
work.
vegan is the way to go. Yes.
I'm seeing a lot of that today. There's a lot of vegan people in here. I love it, and it's crazy because every time we post stuff about vegan and Haitians, people are like, "Wanda, get out of here with that. There's no vegan Haitian. Haitians aren't vegan." I'm like, "Yes, there I know a few
We
vegan
out here. We
Haitians.
out here.
Yes.
We out here.
No, so I'm loving this and like reading all of these comments. So anyone, do you guys have any questions before we let her go? You know, we're always towards the end and we don't want Instagram to kick us out. Any questions? We're taking questions now. I'm gonna go ahead and ban you, sir. I know you saw that. Vegan Haitians
Pascal
still
said,
use the APs. How do you stay true to
Pascal.
your lifestyle daily? That's a good question before we go. I mean, you wait, no, you kind of did say it, right? Because you say you just, because you're cooking. She says she's touching meat every day,
I'm
guys.
touching,
And
y'all.
she's
I'm
still,
touching meat, lemon, salt, pepper, vinegar. I'm cleaning that
oh,
meat. I'm
this is
doing
a,
it every girl.
Jennifer
I'm
got a good
Haitian.
question. Would
I'm
you
Haitian.
consider
Haitian.
in the future opening your own Haitian vegan restaurant?
Whoosh. Mm. I don't know. Seeing you what you have to do, and this is, internet, like that's tough. So I don't know. I don't know. It's a different, platform for me. I mean, I don't know. If the Lord wills, then so be it. But I mean, it would be
Well,
a
we're
lot.
rooting for you. We're rooting for you. I love your YouTube channel. I
Yes.
love your presentation of your social media. You definitely already you got the marketing stuff down. Really nice
I'm
with
in
how you
school for
I see
that.
it. I see your social media page, your YouTube channel. Literally, I was like, girls, let's go check. I went and checked all of your stuff and I was like, no,
Yes.
she
Thank
got
you.
this. So you're already in a very good place as far as understanding the marketing part. And see, you were nervous and you did such a great job. So we're not even
God,
worried
I'm
about your
sweating. My
communication.
edges
So
done sweated out, y'all. Like
everybody's been asking
what?
about your hair, so I cannot let you go these last 3 minutes that's left. Please
Oh,
tell the people about your hair.
so yeah, I just made Haitian dish, spaghetti for you guys. I'm actually a natural hair sister, or naturalista. I take care of my hair, and I share it with other women who could possibly, struggling growing their hair, because it's stress is real. So I
Yeah.
I help, my friends, family, let them know, like, oh, this product is good, or this product is what didn't do all that well for me. So not only do I help people transition, but I also help for, people who wants to, just care for their hair.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much. Thank you.
No, thank you so much for being here with us today. I saw someone asked about what was your feelings about honey. She already mentioned earlier that that was part of the thing, she had to cut out honey. So that's a
Yeah.
no-no for Manu.
There are some
But I
people, they still eat honey, but when I find out, I'm like, oh wait, they don't, they it's insects. So it was, yeah, I'm done with meat. But listen, there's replacements. There's maple syrup, there's agave. Y'all, like, there's replacements for anything. Y'all just have to search it and be willing to cook.
Yeah, I think that's
Be
the
willing
word for
to
the
cook.
day. That's the word for the day, and I think it's a word I like and I'm comfortable with. The fact that you're saying that it's a replacement, like you don't really have to just completely cut certain things, but you can replace it with other things. And I think that's a little bit of what the conversation we should be having when we talk about these things that we're
Yeah.
uncomfortable with. There's always a replacer, so we're not like, no, ma'am. But thank you so much, like I
Thank
said, for
you
being here with us
so
today.
much.
Thank you for educating us on all of this. I'm sure a lot of people are not going to run and go be vegan, but I
Right.
think it's just being able to have the conversation, just being able to change the narrative that there are Haitian vegans, there are Haitians that, that are plant-based, that this is something in the community. There are Caribbean people that are vegan. I think that's another conversation that we should be having, a narrative that should be out there. So I think even
Yeah.
that alone is very important. So I
Yeah.
thank you, for taking time with us today and being
Thank you
here and
so much for this
educating us.
opportunity, you guys. Thank
No,
you for
you're
even wanting to
welcome.
listen to me, y'all. Thank you.
So before I go, let me make sure I tell people your social media. So on
Yes.
Twitter, she is Haitian and vegan. On Instagram, she is Haitian and vegan, A&D vegan. On
Hmm.
Facebook, she's Haitian and vegan / just Manu,
Yeah,
MANU.
or just
Oh,
Mano. You
or
can
the
do,
other, okay. Haitian
yeah,
and vegan or just
just
Manu.
Mano in
And
all of them.
YouTube, just type in just
Just
Manu on
Mano. Yeah,
YouTube, right?
JUST,
Yeah.
MANOU. You'll find the hair, you'll find the food, you'll find my story of how I lost the weight, everything, everything.
Yes, amazing YouTube channel. Her videos are really great. She's like breaks down everything, very animated. So You'll enjoy it over there. Any last words before you go?
You guys, it doesn't hurt to try. That's it. Doesn't hurt to try.
It
That's
it
it.
doesn't hurt to try. That is our we're leaving off with that for today. Thank you guys so much. Have an amazing weekend. I hope everyone's staying safe and staying quarantined. We love you guys and see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.